Hello, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to some more Torment Tides of Numenera. So, I played a little off camera here, because I have the impression that we should have been looking for a job for our new friend here as we went through the zone, and not discovering it at the very end. So, I went and ran around and talked to tons of people, until I finally realized who it is I probably could have talked to. So, we're going to go chat with that person here. I did not talk to any of our quest people that we're not sure about. Just kind of random strangers we've run into over time. If only we knew someone who was some kind of craftsman, where someone who is good with their hands could find some work making things. Who would that be, you think, after 15 minutes of running in a circle? Hello, I have some more questions for you. Ask away. So, would you be interested in taking on another apprentice? I happen to know a young man who needs a job. The merchant's brow furrows as he considers your proposal. Finally, he shakes his head. No, I'm sorry. I've only room for the two of me. An apprentice? Room and board would cost at least 140. Hardly worth it. Yes, let's just kind of say, well, would it help if I gave you some money? Talk of money brings Sunderman's good cheer back. Well now, I appreciate the generous offer. 140 ought to be enough to cover his expenses. Well, at least until he's useful enough to cover him himself. Sure, here you go. Sunderman grins and claps you on the back. All right, send the boy to me. I'll put him to work. He's lucky to have a friend like you, especially around here. Cody can make a good life here, Rin whispers. Let's go and tell him. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Thanks for your time.
Yes.
You know, don't mind me. I'm just playing LinkedIn for some, random Yahoo I pulled out of a slave pit 5 minutes ago.
Fine.
In any case, I don't mind. I minded a lot more just before I found Sunderman, but now I don't mind anymore. Alright. Buddy, good news. Cody looks up at you without a word, his eyes as dead as before. I've got an apprenticeship with the Sundermans. You can start immediately.
I'm ready to learn something new.
Oh, like making stuff out of... He studies the bloom flesh he's standing on and shudders. Right. Thank you. He walks away uncertainly, but lighter on his feet than you've ever seen him. At least you get to make things, Cody, and it's not like you'll have to deal with the living flesh. Bad news, dude. Still. Rin laces her fingers through yours. I think it'll be really good for him. Thank you. No problem. No problem. And it was suggested to me, quietly, that perhaps I had missed speaking to someone
I'm going.
following a certain large event. If you happen to remember, the first time I decided I didn't care for the bloom, I stuck a big old knife into Aintazan's chest because for some damn reason or another he had a maw in his chest. And then I pulled the guy out of time through there, and then just kind of wandered off without an even how do you do. I feel like I should at least apologize. So hopefully that's an option. I would be angry if someone stabbed me in the chest. Oh yeah, and I have 2 people to level up. We'll do that in just a few minutes here. Okay. Aintazan. Aintazan doesn't welcome you with his rolling golden words this time. He merely nods in greeting. Still, a touch of that hypnotic calm rolls over you. Oh, I should have guessed this given that Rin saw him and kinda got all squirrely and wouldn't talk to us. You recognize Rin, don't you? I believe I do, he says, turning to Rin. You came through me, didn't you, my dear? What? She frowns. What do you mean I came through you? That sounds gross. You emerged from another world while I was feeding on the dying love between a married couple. He beams at her. I don't know why you ran off, he says with a frown. I would have been happy to help you find your way home after I'd finished eating. Rin pales, looking with a little horror at his clothes and the maw underneath. I don't... Her eyes widen as understanding dawns. I do remember. You were there, weren't you? But I was so afraid. I was running from something. Rin grabs your arm. She's obviously trying to control her emotions, but she bounces on the balls of her feet, and the corners of her mouth curl and uncurl in an irrepressible grin. This is it, she whispers. My way home. Well, okay. So, what would I need to do to send Rin home? My mod is not open whenever I will it, he says, patting his chest fondly. It requires sustenance. Defiance of love and hate that bind us. Bring me someone who feels strongly for you and, well, or secure a path home for the little one. Okay. Okay. I don't want to send Rin home. Plus, she's got all my stuff. Do I just stab at him again? That worked okay last time. Okay. I'm gonna be really sad if I have to get rid of Rin. I mean, I'm sure she'd rather go home, but still. Okay, so it feeds on the bands of love and hate that bind us. That's interesting. So that sounds like... Excuse me just one moment. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick cut here and I'll be back. Okay, hey, I'm back. Sorry, the cat started throwing up on the other side of the room, and I needed to deal with that. So, what was I doing? Being sad about Rin. Okay, so a couple things here. Am I really gonna lose Rin? Man. Okay, also, so when we find something for the Moz to eat, I mean, well, it eats them. It doesn't just, like, enjoy having them around. So we would have to find someone that has strong feelings for us and then is also willing to have those feelings ripped away. So that would suck. So I noticed a little bit earlier, and we never actually did this, that this guy over here, Wonder, has sort of some misplaced feelings for us. Let's see here. Right. And I don't know if it would be a bad thing if I don't know, kind of got that wiped. I don't know. Hold on a second. Let's talk to Rin for a moment. We have to. She looks at you excitedly, obviously certain you know what she's talking about. We have to open the maw or whatever and end Tazan. I can go home. Alright, alright. Right. Well, first of all, you have an awful lot of my stuff. And it's good stuff, too. Like, you have all my really good ciphers and stuff. Ugh, I'm gonna have to stack up a whole bunch of cipher sickness on the rest of us. Unless I go ahead and get rid of some of these. What would I get rid of? I could get rid of the warding worm. Oh, here, you know what? Let's level 2 of us up. Maybe I can... Well, actually, wow, I could do all kinds of things. So, skills. Okay, so we can't get any more in concentration. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Cipher use, huh? Oh, yeah, okay, so this is how we'd get another 2 ciphers to carry. Which is sort of almost a waste. Oops, hit the wrong button again. I'd really like to do Onslaught, too. Because, seriously, my direct damages suck. Increases its accuracy. Oh, well. Okay. And Tiber, what does he have? Oh, just extra effort. That's all. Okay. Shoot first. 30% on attacks against enemies with a lower initiative than Tiber. Ah, cool. Ooh, okay. So, resourceful, cipher training skill. Maybe. When Flex skill is active, gain a 5% bonus for each level of effort applied to tasks it affects. Max effort +1 in all non-combat tasks. You don't get as tired as easily as normal beings, and you're able to keep working on certain tasks when others would falter. Whoa! Limits of human capacity. 2 might, 2 int, 2 speed. 25% movement, 5% initiative. Wow! You know how to make the most of your body, and how to summon your deepest reserves. You can push yourself harder and longer than any but the most elite athletes. Cool. That would use a lot of his pools, though. Let me see here. Yeah, he's only got 7 and 8. Oh, but this is so cool. It just feels like the cipher thing is kind of a waste. Okay, we just gotta go with this. It's just too good. Yeah, and then initiative, because he's getting a bonus to that. Yeah, definitely. Alright. Well, cool. Good for you. Because I can already carry a bunch of ciphers. So what does she have that I absolutely can't get rid of? Third man, probably. And possibly Sunspot Icon. Okay. Okay, let's pull those off right away, even though it's going to cause me some problems. So, should I spread out the pain here? I think so. So, you can take this. We'll just spread out these negative fetals, because this is going to be bad. Okay, hopefully these aren't too bad. 5% in all tasks. I can deal with that. -2 int. That's nothing. Yeah, 5% in all tasks. Alright. So if she takes off and takes the hypercoolant spray with her, I don't care. I better keep this health too. I don't care about the rest. If she takes off with it, that's fine. Okay, well, the problem with using Wonder is A, it's kind of weird that I don't know what's going on there, and B, it really feels kind of abusive of someone that doesn't fully understand the implications of what it is we're asking. I'm really torn if I should stab it or if I should actually do something for it. Well, let's see if I have a way to ask him first. So I think that you can help me open Ainzan's maw. Wonder turns ponderously to stare at the man, who stands some distance away for several long moments. Of course, he says, nodding so forcefully that his body sways. Anything for you, Adon. Anything. I will join you when you speak to him next. Alright. Pulling in a favor from previous me. Alright. Damn it, Ren, I'm gonna miss you. Or should I wait until I've finished up some of these other quest things? Yes, let's do that first. Okay. Let's get at least part of this stuff figured out. So far we've never gotten, like, thrown out of a zone when we're done. So I sincerely hope that we'll have the opportunity to swap everything back out for her. Okay, and what else did I do? I took away her last spray flush. Wow, a whole bunch of these. Here, you just need one. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Once again, I'm going to punt on this decision. So next up, we're going to go talk to Dracogen and see if we can play stupid and get some possible quest advancement for the Anchorage. I'm not going to steal the Cortex? Something like that. Yeah, Cortex. I'm not going to steal it, but I would really enjoy the opportunity to poke around a little more on that particular storyline. So if he can give me, you know, a job or whatever, that gives me some kind of access, I will take it. So let's talk to him first. Hopefully we won't have to throw down, like, right away. I'd rather manipulate a little more. Yes, the magmatic amulet, that's what it was.
Of course we can help. Right, Al?
Okay, Dracogen thing. What's up? Are you still interested in exploring the bloom, my friend? Word has reached these humble ears of a new maw opening near the court of Garkodo in Little Neelesh. If it leads to the place I recall, which I thought long gone, it may contain devices of great value indeed. If I did not have pressing business here, I would explore it myself, but I forget myself. What can I help you with today? He pauses and leans towards you. His nostrils flare slightly. The air around you is different, Cast-Off. You bear the amulet. Give it to me, and we will consider our agreement concluded. So I've heard that you sought the navigational cortex of the Lascars. Would you accept that in place of the amulet?
Making a note.
Ah, yes. That would indeed be sufficient. I've tried to acquire it before, but to no avail. Should you manage to obtain it, it would certainly be a fine substitution for the amulet.
Making a note.
The agents I employed previously were not up to the task. This was an occasion of great surprise to me. They were tough, capable explorers, and I thought them more than sufficient to the job. If you gain access to the anchorage and the cortex, I suggest that you employ guile before violence. I'd hate to see you fail as they did. Okay. Do we let Tiber? You know what? I put Tiber off last time and deeply regretted it. So, let's let him go. Tiber, you had something you said you wanted to discuss with Dracogen.
My journal.
I want to talk to you about what you did to Avenir, you worthless piece of... What I did, Tiber? Really? Dracogen looks to you. Did Tiber not tell you how he and I came to be acquainted? Then let me. He crosses his arms. Tiber was a mercenary, for sale to the highest bidder. He came to the Bloom to serve as a lackey to whoever would pay him the most in coin, drink, or flesh. An employer approached him about retrieving an artifact from a guarded vault. He took the job. Seriously? I don't care. Tiber looks a little sick, but he puts a hand on your arm. No, I want to know what happened. Your gallant friend helped pacify the guards, and he watched as his compatriots slaughtered the helpless men. It was then that they revealed the vault was mine. Wisely, Tiber quit the job and threw himself on my mercy, naming all his conspirators. I took justice on them and gave their children a lifetime of nightmares. But from Tiber, I asked only a year of his service, or his mind link ring, and a favor to be named. He gave me the ring and fled. I did not pursue him. I'm a man of my word. When his lover came, seeking answers about the ring, he found me instead. Avenir agreed to serve in my employ for a year, in exchange for the truth of Tiber's whereabouts. I made him my toy. He did work that Tiber would shrink at, in some of the darkest, most dangerous depths of the Bloom. And in all this time, Tiber never returned. Tiber knew what he sacrificed when he gave me the ring. He knew that Avenir would come, but he gave up the ring without a second thought. At any time, he might have come to me to request its return, and he never did. In doing so, he knowingly condemned his lover to his fate in the Bloom. Tiber swallows hard, shaking his head, not in negation but in shock. I didn't know he would come. I didn't, not for certain. As for you, Tiber, the favor to be named later is this. I want you to recall the many ways you could have saved Avenir, to think how he might have died, to reflect on the depths of his devotion to you and the shallowness of yours to him. This is the kind of man you travel with, Cast-Off. Know his true character. Best of luck to both of you. An easy favor, perhaps, but the boy Avenir more than compensated. You dick.
I ruined him. I'm the one killed Avi, not that fool at the shrine.
Tears streaked down his cheeks unheeded. Here's the truth about what separated us. I was afraid to lose him, so I broke his heart. Cheated on him, and used my ring to make sure he knew. And it didn't work. He still loved me, and he didn't understand why I was pushing him away. So I waited until he was away on a supply run, and turned our mercenaries on the village Avi had sworn to protect. He chuckles through his tears. That did it. One look at the soldiers shoving children into the streets, and Avi bashed me in the jaw and said we were done. So you were afraid to lose him, so you pushed him away? I loved him, he says, gripping his head with bloodless fingers, more than I loved myself, and I'd felt him die dozens of times in the endless battle. I wanted him out of my head, understand? I wanted him gone, so that when death took him for the last time, I wouldn't feel it. His sigh is a soft, ragged thing. Still, I wish I'd run after him like I wanted. But I was scared, and I ran to the Bloom instead. Okay. What? I'd felt him die dozens of times in the endless battle? Uh-huh. Okay, I don't fully understand the implications of that. And then, I gave up the ring to save myself from Dracogen's revenge, he continues, his hands shaking. Of course I did, and I convinced myself Avi wouldn't suffer because of it. But he did, he says, clawing the tears from his eyes. I knew he was here, and I was afraid to face him. And look what my beautiful, honest lad came to in my absence, trying to save me. I made him like me. I'm sick of the lies. It's my fault, and it's the plain truth. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Let me mull this over here for a moment. Strictly speaking, you're not responsible for his decisions. That's not an appropriate response. Yeah, frankly, dude, you kind of have to face this. You're right, he died when you could have saved him. So, what now? I don't know, he says quietly. There's no saving him now, and I either live with that or I don't. Tiber straightens, adjusting his clothing, and gives you a weary smile. Sometimes you feel like a day should end when you mourn too much, but it doesn't, and you have to keep going, don't you? Tiber takes a deep breath. Give me some time to myself, will you? I've had enough of talk for now, being honest. No problem. Don't worry. Bad things are going to happen to Dracogen.
I'm going.
I didn't like him before. Now. Oh, man. Looks like I get the chance to kill you more than once. Wow. Alright. Okay, well, let's go poke our head in the anchorage quick.
Look out below! Above! Sideways!
I suspect it may be like previously, where everyone just puts us off unless we push at it and be a dick. I'm not sure I will. I'd like to have Rin with me. For sure doing what looks like it's going to be a battle with the Memavira. Or, I'm sorry, not with the Memavira. Well, possibly. Well, definitely with Dracogen and possibly with the Memavira. So I'm not going to leave the Bloom until I send her home. It's funny, I was so unhappy to bring her with me, and now I'm really sad that she might be leaving. So let's start by talking to our pilot major friend, who said that he might be giving us a tour. Let's see if we have the opportunity to push him a little harder about this. I love their armor. It's really cool looking. Hey, back again. So, do you have time to give me that tour? Yes, he says, smiling wildly. My thanks for patience and apologize for delay. Follow me. Cool. You've already seen the elevator room. You will now see the observation deck, where we watch for coming ship, where we study the path to the stars. Follow, please. Oh. First, see this. It is the path between stars, the journeys that took us to this place. And please, ask questions if you have questions. Yes, we should do that, Tiber says quietly beneath his hand. The longer we keep him talking, the more time we have to find the cortex. But is there a way for me to abandon this? I'm not going to steal the cortex. I'm just not. Did I really lock myself into this? Can I just leave? Let's see what happens if I try.
Why, of course.
You know, I should really be more careful.
Gladly.
Still, this didn't seem to me to be a thing that I would have to immediately jump into. This is oddly frustrating. No, not oddly. This is extraordinarily frustrating. I feel like I'm ending up making all these decisions that I didn't want to make.
I'm ready.
That I'm kind of getting tricked into it, maybe?
All right.
And I don't like that.
Let's go all. You and me. I don't know what this is, but I like it.
Come with me, please. No. Sorry. We're out.
Why not?
You may find that a little weird, yes, but I just met these guys, and obviously I'm not, like, helping out Dracogen's anything.
Yes.
Away we go.
Never felt better than I do right now.
This is also not gripping television, I'll bet.
Doing begets learning. I guess. I don't know what this is, but
Yes, you said that last
I
time,
like
dear.
it.
Oh, here we go. So if I just wander off, does he get bored and leave? Party scattered? Whoa, well that's less than ideal.
Something to do.
Oh, retreat. I have an option to retreat, you say.
Let's go.
Can I just walk through this?
Better than I was seconds ago.
Party scattered.
All right, Ren, you can do this.
So... retreat?
All right, Ren, you can do this.
Okay, good. Excellent. Well, what a bizarre episode this is. This is truly odd. Okay, so... Oh, I leveled up again?
Sure enough.
Really? Oh. Did I not level up last time and I just kind of forgot about it? That may well be it. Yes, it was. Okay, increases its accuracy, but does it increase any damage? You know, let's give it a try, because honestly, I'm tired of that being terrible. Nope, sure didn't. Well, whatever.
Yes.
So that was kind of worthless. Back we go again.
Action.
Run, run, run.
On it.
Okay, so now we know our two tasks. We're going to go tell Drakeage to pound sand. Then we're going to try to talk our way in to see the Memavira. Solve whatever her problem is. Possibly by murder. We'll see. And then after that, we are off to go
You bet.
send Ren home. Sad as that may be. So, on that bombshell, I'm going to go ahead and make a cut here. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.